Hey guys, welcome to Win the Day. I am with you every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys for joining me on the replay. For those of you who are on podcasts, it is 100, the number 100K Challenge Chick. And for those of you who haven't yet subscribed, please do. So, welcome, you guys. We're talking about something that I hope is going to feel like a kick up the butt because for some of you, you came into this year, it's 2021, and you said, look, I didn't do what I wanted to do for 2020. And I have been behind a little bit for 2021 because things keep changing. Well, here's the reality that is always the case. Like, there has never been a perfect year for me yet as a business owner. I was in the baking industry, so there was always a new trend, another business literally stealing the stuff off my website, doing things that were just ridiculous. I never had a perfect year. I never had a year without losing family members. Something big going on in the lives of my children. So, yes, a global pandemic absolutely does change some things for us, but this is what you should expect when you are in business. You have to understand the times, you have to understand what that means for your clients, and you still have to run your business. So now that we are squarely in quarter 3 of 2021, this is your opportunity to let go of the excuses. You don't have anything else to wait for to be better, there is no perfect time, right? So we're in quarter 3 of 2021. And the thing that I wanted to share about that is at this point, even if you were on track from quarter 1, you should be ready to go, like ready to implement and ready to execute at your fullest potential by the end of the year. The reason why that's so significant is because, at least in the United States and most of this world or the globe, people are going to do the most shopping, the most spending at the end of the calendar year, which all kind of boils up to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and holiday sales. So it doesn't matter if you are a service based business, a product based business, a coach of some type, there is something that you can start preparing yourself for today so that you are ready to execute in the time that people are spending the most money. So that's what I want you guys to start thinking about is, one, I want you to stop being on the sideline of your own life. I want you to decide, I'm going to get some things done, even if it's not as big as my original plan for this year. I'm not going to let this year pass without me accomplishing some of my goals. So that's number one. And number two, I am hosting a Black Friday CEO event on August 21st, 2021. If you decide to attend, the replay is available. So if you can't be fully committed or whatever your story is, you definitely still want to get this content. The reason why I'm hosting that is, one, because it's time for us to really put our heads down and plan for Black Friday. I want you in the mindset that I am a CEO for Black Friday. I am not just a consumer, right? The difference between a CEO and a CEO is paying attention to their business. They are selling, they are managing, and they are making sure that their company is moving forward. A buyer, nothing wrong with buyers. We all have audience, clients, customers that need the things that we sell, right? But the client is, or the buyer is, paying attention to what other companies are doing to figure out what is going to work for them. They are spending the money, they are focused on building things in their life, not necessarily building a company. Now, Obviously, there's exceptions to this because I train entrepreneurs. So clearly, if you buy something from me, it's for you to enhance your audience and for you to build your business. So you're not buying for the sake of just consuming something, you're buying as an educational tool. So I'm not talking about those. I'm literally talking about the person who is currently paying attention to what Walmart is predicting to be the items for Black Friday, the person who is planning the largest Christmas ever for their kids, and they are absolutely going to spend over $2,000 on toys. The People get really, really wrapped up in what they're going to spend for Black Friday. They start saving for that right now. So what I want you to do is leave that mindset and start thinking, how can I start preparing myself as a CEO to run my company, to have the most profits I've ever had, to be organized, to manage myself, to possibly manage a team? How can I start shifting my mentality from consumer and being stuck on what I'm going to buy and how am I going to get the hottest deals and who's going to go with me out to these stores and who's going to be online searching for stuff with me, to how can I make my products and services more accessible, more user friendly? What are the deals? What are the bonuses? What are the things that I can be adding to add value to my clients, to give them something more, to make what I'm doing exciting so that people who are buying want to buy with me? Right? I don't want you to be focused on being a Black Friday consumer. I want you focused on being a Black Friday CEO. What I'll tell you is, because we're in quarter 3, you have some catching up to do. You have to come into this workshop prepared to make some decisions. I will absolutely provide you with a blueprint, but you have to be willing to work. So I'm excited for this because I know a lot of you have had very big dreams since early 2020, and to have put them off and to have delayed them for this long time, I'm sure inside that doesn't feel so good to you. For some of you, I talk to you regularly on Facebook. Um, you're also considering, like, I'm not sure if I want to keep doing this. I'm not sure. And to be honest with you, when people say that, I typically ask them to describe to me the things that they've been doing, because a lot of them have not done a lot. However, in their mind, they have allowed their brain to allow them to be scared, to have a lot of fear wrapped around starting their business. So most of what they articulate to me has nothing to do with actual things that happened or things running their business or even questions that we can find an answer to. It's literally them being nervous that I'm going to step out there, I'm going to look stupid, this is going to be embarrassing, I don't want to do that. But on the flip side, it's like, but to stay safe, you're doing nothing. I will tell every single one of you, it is not easy. However, it's so worth it. And for all the things that you're nervous to be embarrassed about, most people never even see. Like, I was recording a video a few weeks ago, and if you want to go back, I can't remember what I was talking about, but I have my videos professionally edited. And when I'm done recording, like today, I'm doing this live, I have a different video set up. It's streaming at the same exact time, and it goes straight to my videographer. And that's the video, because that one has like slightly nicer quality to it, everything. And he will edit. So I start talking to my videographer. I tell him, like, early in the thing, I was like scratching my hair, please take that out. And I was doing this. And so I'm there having a whole conversation with the videographer, and I forgot to turn my stream off. The other thing I do is record like a intro to YouTube. And so I'm here like finishing my video, and now it's time to talk to my videographer. I thought I hit the end button, but I didn't. So I'm there talking to the videographer. Thanks for working on my video. And here's my YouTube. And that day was like most of my other days, where I probably do like 2 or 3 takes. And then sometimes I just say, I don't know what else to do. Can you just mix all that stuff up? Or, I just give a very random instruction. But the point was, I was still live. How many people have come to me and said, "Oh my gosh, you were still live. That's so awful. I'm never going to work with you." That's dumb. Like, I mean, it was a little bit embarrassing. My family was there trying to call me, but I mute everything around me so it's not in my recording. So they didn't have a way to reach me and tell me, "Stop talking." So either way, embarrassing things happen. But to be honest with you, it's just you being embarrassed. It's just you kind of overthinking what someone's expectations are of you. You're still a person. You're a business owner, but you are still human, and not everything is going to go smooth. But what I can promise you is you will never find the success that you're looking for if you don't get started. You're going to learn how to perfect this as you go. Stop waiting for that perfect thing to happen or that perfect idea to be in your notebook and you're like, this is foolproof, right? It doesn't matter who tried to do this idea. I mean, this is definitely going to work. Well, what's actually going to work are the things that you start doing and that you perfect over time. Most of us are not in a place where the very first idea we have is like a brilliant $1 million idea. Most of us absolutely have a 6-figure idea that we're sitting on and we're not going to nurture. But in this group and in this community, and definitely next month during that workshop, the Black Friday CEO, you're going to learn how to start executing. I'm literally going to give you a blueprint that walks you from idea through to being prepared for Black Friday. Okay. So I'm not sure how much simpler it can get because it just comes down to you doing, right? I can't make you do it. All I can do is give you the instruction, give you the coaching, answer your questions, be available to push you and motivate you along the way. But at the end of the day, you have to decide. And everybody's going to make a decision. And most CEOs are stepping up and absolutely boots on the ground at this point, preparing for the end of the year. Even for companies that you can't imagine really having like sales, because it's not always about a sale. It's really understanding that people are starting to prepare for their new year and their new life. And so they need technology, they need things to grow their business, they need services. There's some things that they didn't do so great this year that they want to change. So it's not just about silly and not so useful consumable goods, right? This is people making an investment in themselves and choosing to do things differently starting in 2022. And they make a lot of those purchases between Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the holidays. So it's up to you to educate them on how they should be using your services, why they need your products, why they need to be investing in you, whatever packages you offer, and how that is going to better their lives. That's what they're looking for. Obviously, if you have toys and other kind of stereotypical Christmas things, go for it because clearly the market is wide open for you. But I didn't want you guys to be discouraged that if you're not a toy maker or selling something that you can put a pretty gift box or gift bow on, that it meant that you were excluded from Black Friday. I have been super creative helping business owners. We did this all last year. And last year, I will absolutely tell you, was a bit of a mess because I had people, let's say a personal trainer, they can't be in the gym. So not only am I helping you prepare for the end of the year and making more sales, but we also have so many hurdles to jump last year. So this year, with a little less hurdles to jump, or at least with my experience working through pivots, which is something that I have been preaching and teaching forever, um, we can get this done, you guys. You can be a Black Friday CEO. You don't have to spend the rest of this year focused on what you're going to buy, how you're going to spend. You can really focus on being the CEO and starting to build your business the way that you always imagined. If you haven't put in a lot of work and you're starting from idea, I just want you to be realistic. We're going to have a great, productive holiday sales time, right? But if you're starting with idea, you don't have as much to build that momentum, but we're still going to build it, because then that leads you straight into 2022 with that momentum built, with new customers, with more exposure. So it doesn't matter whether you're starting with idea, whether you come to me and say, here's all the things that I've developed and I don't know what to do with them, or I've developed this, I've been running with it, now I'm ready to pour some gasoline. So all three can absolutely work in this scenario, but I don't want you to be discouraged if you are still at the idea stage, because what it really takes is getting started. What it really takes when you're growing your business is pushing yourself. And what it really takes when you have pushed yourself, you have sales, you have clients, is to have a strategy in place to help you continue to grow. So we're going to discuss that strategy. The Black Friday CEO, put it on your calendars, August 21st. I don't want excuses about, I didn't know, none of that. I'm going to be talking about it all the time. So make sure you're there. Make sure your friends are there. You can get registered. I didn't put up the registration as of yet. It will go up at the beginning of August. And I do want to also say this is a part of what I do with my membership group. So we meet weekly. They have weekly accountability. They're talking about their goals. And this is going to be a topic that they will get for free as part of their membership. So you guys who are not a part of membership are welcome to join us, and you will learn, you will get a blueprint, and you will be ready by November to execute as a Black Friday CEO. I want the conversation on my timeline and people who are in my community to shift to those who are excited to sell and to build exposure and momentum for their businesses because of the holidays and because of the spending and because of how aware people are. But you can't wait until the end of October to organize yourself. You really have to start. Like when we have this event on August 21st, I'm going to tell you some things that you need to be doing immediately to get these things done. And it's just make a decision and keep moving. That's the point that I'm going to be stressing to you guys. You have to make some decisions. So I'm looking forward to it. I just wanted to encourage you guys to start, to get going. And I have a resource that I'm building just for you for this year to end strong. So I want you to take advantage of it. So August 21st, Black Friday CEO, that's our workshop. And if you guys want to know more about my membership group, you can find that at 100K. Oh, let me put up a caption. 100ksociety.com. So it's the number 100K Society, SOCIETY.com. That's for all my podcasters because they can't see this caption that I put. But thank you guys for joining me for Win the Day. You guys have a great day on purpose. Get started. Start building that momentum so that you can have this business that you've always dreamed to have and start making the impact and the influence that you wanted to make. I look forward to seeing you guys for our next Win the Day. Have a great one. Bye.